Hi, I'm Todd Heitkamp, the owner of Dakota Angler here in Sioux Falls, South Dakota, with this week's 2-minute fishing report. Well, folks, Mother Nature definitely, again, is not our ally the past week. Really kind of split the week in two halves. The first half was very wet, windy, stormy down the southeastern part of the state. And you know, all the rain definitely affected the number of people that were able to get out, especially down the southeastern part of the state, basically south of Highway, let's say 14, thereabouts. A lot of rain fell on those areas. As far as the guys that went out, actually, had fairly good luck around the area with the walleyes and the lakes up in the northeastern part of the state that produced a few walleyes. Probably the best bite has been at Opitz, but you have to sort quite a bit there. Also, Lynn Lake, Bitter, and Wabae produced a few walleyes. Some guys have been going up to Hazelton, having some success. Antelope is another lake that's been doing well, but again, on the smaller side, having sorted quite a bit. Indian Springs, a few walleyes being caught there the past week as well. Down the southeastern part of the state, again, the amount of fishing action that people were able to do was very limited, but lakes included Ponset, Thompson, Island produced some nice walleyes the past week. Dry, a few here and there, and then also Brant. But if you're looking at going at Sinai or Madison, those areas are flooded pretty bad right now. And, the conditions may improve this next week, but again, keep that in mind if you're thinking about going in those two areas. As far as the perch bite is concerned, that's where a lot of people are focused their attention right now. Big Stone and Hendricks are the two places right now where a lot of guys are going and having a lot of success. Other lakes included Wabae, Ponset, Thompson, Dry Lake by Willow Lake, and then also Brant. And then for the bluegill, mainly pickerel and big stone, but also minnow have all been producing some really nice bluegills. And what have guys been doing to catch the bluegills and the perch? Mainly a lot of drop chain lures such as a pilkey, tipped with waxworms, small pieces of crawler, or even small minnows. Now, what are guys doing to catch the walleye? A lot of guys are using snap jigging technique that we talked about the past couple of weeks. Using the jigging wrap, and that's been working quite well. Other guys are pulling bottom bouncers with spinners yet, and then also the others are mainly using the search technique by using plugs. In this week's version of Todd's Tackle Tips, we're going to talk about perch fishing. How do you go about catching some perch around the area? A lot of people have been struggling a little bit, and we're really wanting to know what some of the best ways to use. Well, folks, it really doesn't take a lot of thought on this one, but the thing that you need to remember is it depends on your equipment. You can't always catch perch or a light value fish like perch or crappie with a walleye rod. A lot of the times people are using their walleye rods for their panfish fishing, and it doesn't quite work. And the reason why is because the tip isn't sensitive or light enough. So really what you need to make sure is that you have an ultralight rod, or at least a rod that has a very light sensitive tip, because that perch just may just tickle the rod a little bit, and if you're not watching it or you don't feel it, you're not going to set the hook and you're not going to catch that fish. So the key is making sure you have the right type of rod depending on the type of fishing that you're going to do. Even some guys are grabbing their ice fishing rods and using them, jigging them right outside the boat, working really well. The tickle sticks have worked really well. So again, keep that in mind. And as far as jigs are concerned, drop chain jigs have worked well. Again, use your ice fishing jig. If you ice fish a lot, use the jigs that you've been using in ice fishing. Use them now, and that will also help you increase your perch catch ratio. So again, the equipment is very critical, especially this time of year when you're dealing with that light bite. The first thing that I would start with is checking your rod and making sure you have a light, sensitive rod. And now it's time to take a look at a few photos that you sent in to me this past week. And remember, folks, if you'd like your photo included in next week's version of the 2-Minute Fishing Report, please send it to me. Send it to todd@dakotaangler.com or post it to our Facebook wall. And if I use your photo, your name will be entered into a monthly drawing for a $25 gift certificate. And before I end this week's report, I want to remind you again, mark your calendar, folks. It's not too early to talk about ice fishing, but November 8th through the 10th is the Dakota Angler Ice Institute at the Sioux Falls Arena. I've already announced that we have Dave Gentz, the godfather of ice fishing, that will be attending the Ice Institute this year. It's going to be great to have Dave, as well as a number of other speakers that yet to be announced. Plus a number of vendors. We've got over a dozen new vendors that will be on hand to show their latest and greatest when it comes to ice fishing. So again, make sure you mark your calendar, November 8th through the 10th at the Sioux Falls Arena. If you have any questions about it, give us a call at 605-336-9132 Or you can stay up to date. If you're on Facebook, go to our Dakota Angler Ice Institute page or the Dakota Angler page, and we'll keep you up to date that way. Well, folks, that's this week's version of the 2-Minute Fishing Report. For Dakota Angler, I'm the owner, Todd Heitkamp, and as we say around here, fish on! We'll see you next time. And again, thanks for watching.